Last year, I made a video about Chris Rock getting slapped by Will Smith. It was pretty nice to watch. Not kidding, it wasn't anything special. It was just watching a cuck trying to act like an alpha male, and it was not pleasant to watch. Not because it was shocking to see someone think they can do whatever they want on live television. It is, well, it's not much. Doesn't really matter to me because it doesn't affect me personally. Now, Chris, he was humble about it. He didn't really react it in any way. He just stood there and smiled, which was a very gentle John thing of him to do. He didn't file any charges because, well, I guess that probably won't be a good look for him to be a snitch. Although I wouldn't call it snitching, it's just retaliating and just being fair to himself in general and not taking dog shit for an answer. And that was respectable. I actually thought, wow, Chris handled that very well. He got humiliated on stage and he just stood there and smiled at pissy pants Will Smith. However, over the year after it happened, he won't shut up about it. The dude just won't let it go. He keeps using this event as an opportunity to just keep, I don't know, maybe he's pissed about it. He's building a career out of it, right? Although his career is not doing so well lately because he's basically just doing the same schmidt over and over again. Like, oh, yeah, yes, I think you should make bullets cost $5,000. And, I'm surprised no one is tired of it. I hear it, quite tired of it. Actually, you know what? Yeah, a lot of people are quite tired of it. That's why he is losing popularity compared to him being younger, which he was at the top of his game, or it was like a new style of comedy that he came up with. It was very original, but it feels like the way he talks just gives me the sense that he is using older material. Now, and also talking about his, recent comedy skill set, he made a dog shit joke about Jada Smith hair disease and referring it to G.I. Jane 2, which features a bald girl on the cover of the show. Of the movie, and he phrased it like the same way, and people laughed. And I never thought it was funny. I thought he was pretty funny back then, but then I just don't think it's funny. But then people laugh, including Will Smith, and it's just such a dried prune thing to do, to just keep using the same tone when you try to tell a joke. I don't know. It's kind of like you're awkwardly trying to make people think you're funny, but you're not that funny anymore. And I would argue that he is not funny in general anymore. Back then he was hilarious, but now it's just like a dry prune. Now, despite the lame joke he made about Will Smith's wife, I don't think he deserved to get slapped on live television. It's just pretty dog shit to see something like that happen to someone, and seeing Will Smith just walking away with it like he's some kind of a badass. It's very off-putting, just very confusing, because Will Smith was laughing at the joke, this crappy ass joke, and then he saw his wife's reaction and realized, oh crap, I'm gonna sleep on the couch today while she sleeps with another rapper in our bed. Crap, I gotta do something about this. And then he just made the decision to slap Chris Rock like he's some badass movie heroine. And there's this thing called Hollywood syndrome. Hollywood syndrome is when people, they keep watching movies, they make movies and TV shows their lives, and then they start to believe that the things that superheroes or the things that main character do in movies, they can do it in real life. Like how Scarlett Johansson just took out like 5 or 6 buff guys in a room while she's tied up. Or how, I don't know, Chris Evans pulled a helicopter down. Just crap like that. People think that they start to feel like they are the main character without actually experiencing anything in real life. And as a result, right, Will Smith, a A-list actor, I think, he always get these main character roles where he is a badass, where he can ask for anything he wants, do whatever he wants, and get away with it. So he went up stage like a main character, and then he slapped Chris Rock because his feelings were hurt. He's acting based on how he feels. And then he walked away thinking, oh yeah, everyone's gonna cheer for me because I am the main character of this story. Screw you guys. And lo and behold, that mindset backfired. So first off, one mistake he made was he apologized. He shouldn't have apologized. He should have just stood his ground and say, you know what? I am just being a man. I'm trying to protect my wife. And, you know, just double down on his actions. Instead, he looked like an absolute beta, apologizing. He's too much of a coward to say that he's sorry. He's apologizing. And no one have any respect for him, especially when he just let himself openly get cucked by a rapper, and then he decides to go defend her when she gets, you know, insulted by a shitty joke, which made the situation way worse. It's just very cringe to see a cuck defend his wife when he doesn't want to be a cuck, but his wife decided that, you know what, I want you to be a cuck. And Will Smith, being the beta that he is, alright, I'll be a cuck. Oh yeah, that's awesome. 1 year later, after the incident, Chris still has not let it go. I doubt he's pissed anymore. I heard that he was pissed, but his career is booming. He made the most tour sales from this than ever. This is his moneymaker, and he's riding on it. Now, I'm not saying he should play I'm not saying he should play the bigger man, but I'm just saying people should not see him as the bigger man for not filing charges and standing there and taking that slap like a man. I'm just complaining about the people that are thinking about this. Like, oh yeah, he's a great man, but he won't shut up about getting slapped. Like, okay, alright. Where's the logic in that? Oh, yeah, I think he's a very humble guy, but I think it's fair that he gets to talk as much shit as he wants. There's nothing humble about it. And, you know, of course, I think it's fair, you know. Will Smith humiliated him, slapped him, and now Chris Rock's making even more fun of him. I think it's a fair trade, but I will no longer see Chris Rock as this humble, gentle John, just because, well, he is clapping back, and it's not the mature thing to do, but it's a fair thing to do. And Will Smith is crying about it because he can't handle the insults after, you know, like slapping Chris Rock, which is stupid because he seems to not understand that, yeah, your action has consequences. Imagine a functioning adult doing something wrong and then expecting people to respect him afterwards. I don't get it. I don't get Will Smith's logic. And he thinks a apology video will make everything okay. Like, no, life is not a video game. You don't get do-overs. You only get one try, and you screw up, and it's over. All right, you take a L. Just take it like a champ. At least you will lose with grace. But no, he's crying about getting insulted by Chris Rock, like a very crappy comedian. I saw the special on Netflix, and it was mediocre. Had like one chuckle, but then I was just not amused. It was pretty boring. Again, I was distracted by the way he talks. I think yoga pants are racist. It's very annoying. He's been doing that for over 30 years, and I don't think he's gonna stop doing it. He's probably gonna sound like Bill Cosby eventually. And what's sad about this whole situation, the crowd supports Chris Rock's response to the slapping. Even though they like how humble he is at the Oscar, they think, oh yeah, be an asshole too. Also be humble at the same time. I don't know. I guess at the end of the day, people don't really know what they want. And they probably, all they care about is entertainment. They don't care whether he's humble or he's a grudge-holding comedian. They just want people to go at each other's necks and destroy each other. And I guess that's entertainment for them. I guess that's why the Coliseum exists, is because people just want to see destruction. And here you see it, it's destruction. But then Chris Rock is winning and Will Smith is taking L's. I think he lost a few movie deals too. And which leads me to this question. Do you want a hateful YouTuber that makes content talking shit about everything he hates, or a guy that pretends to be humble? Here's a humble move. Subscribe to my channel. I need the attention. See ya.